Thank you for staying with us. You are still watching East Central. Now, everyone's talking about the AMVCAs, and of course, why not? We're joined by a nominee, and yes, Iyo Prosper, who of course is nominated in the category for Best Digital Content Creator. Prosper, I do have to ask again, how are your parents feeling about this? A lot of people, especially their moms, might take this, you know, how's your family taking the news of your nomination?
They're excited, of course, but I'm not one to like share a lot of my content creation, you know, stuff with my family. So it's just, yeah, they're excited, basically, yeah.
Well, the award celebrates excellence in film, right? And it recognizes the various stakeholders that make the industry a success. Now, I must ask you, Prosper, looking at, you know, the awards, looking at the category you're even nominated for, why do you think it's necessary for a content creator category? Because I'm sure you're excited about it, but would you have ever dreamt that, you know what, this category would be a part of the AMVCAs and you'll be, you know, a nominee?
Well, I mean, like, making content, a lot of work goes into it, almost as much as making film. Because, like, if you want to put out the content, you have to consider the stuff that they also consider when you're making film. Just that you're doing yours in your own small space with your mobile phone or your digital camera, you understand? So I feel like a lot of effort goes into content creation. So it's necessary that it should be recognized. The effort that it's put into it should be recognized. So.
Before I even talk about, you know, the other nominees in this category, because it is super competitive, but people have said this before, you know, that content creators are actors. With the storytelling in all the videos, do you agree? Do you think that, you know what, every content creator has what it takes to be an actor, an actress?
Well, I wouldn't say every content creator, but yeah, there are, for you to be able to act out your content properly, you have to have a level of, you know, acting powers. So, yeah, not every content creator is an actor, but yeah, a lot of content creators can be called actors.
Now, looking at the like awards itself, every single year we talk about inclusivity, making sure that more people are recognized for their work, right? And I'm looking at the nominees that you're up against. You know, they're pretty popular. Tauma is there, of course, Elozonam, amongst others. For those who are content creators, who are listening to you, who think that they have what it takes, how did you go from only doing this for about 2 years to being even nominated? You know, what do you think qualified you to be nominated?
Honestly, I would say, like, what I would say, uniqueness of my craft, because I think what I do is quite unique. So yeah, I would say uniqueness of my craft, creativity, you know, yeah, authenticity. So yeah.
Just so we're clear. Just so we're clear, did you have to submit a video? Did you have to?
Of course, I had to submit a video.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, only God knows how many people would have submitted. I'm guessing because Nigeria has a pool of a lot of content creators. So if you had submitted, maybe other people would have as well. And how can content creators even get such recognition? You know, is it just because of the fact that you submitted? You know, how can more content creators get such recognition?
Sorry about that. I think this initially did not work. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Go on.
Okay. Well, the internet is social media is a very powerful place. You know, so like you can be in your room and you know, just create content and then millions of people see it. So, of course, I would say social media is, you know,
is a tool.
It's a tool exactly for this kind of recognition. Yeah.
See, this might be a cheesy question, right? But a scale of 1 to 10, or maybe a scale of 1 to 100, how confident are you about winning? You know, is your mind there? Are your hopes high?
Well, I wouldn't say my hopes are so high, but like I'm not downplaying myself as well, because I would say I'm just as good as every other person on that list. So every other person in that category. So yeah, I would say I'm not setting my hopes so high so I don't get disappointed, and I'm also setting my hopes too low. So I'm doing my work. I'm, expectant, but yeah, I'm not, I'm not really. I'm just indifferent. Like, what happens, happens. If I win, fine. If I don't win, too, fine.
That makes sense. Well, we'll only have to wait to see if that actually happens. But let me ask you about this, right? This, your category, if I'm correct, is a voting category, right?
Yeah.
So people do have to vote for you. Are you a big believer that these awards should be majorly voted? Fans should come out to vote, or would you much rather that there's a jury who sits with the content and says, okay, this one's better, this one makes more sense, this one has a message? What side of this coin are you on?
Well, I would say I would prefer the jury.
Interesting.
I for one, I'm a very despite the fact that I post content every time, I always seem like I'm out there. I feel like I'm still a very introverted person. So like the whole asking people to vote for me, it's quite difficult for me. And then in bit of the other people in my category, I don't know, it's a lot. So like where do I want to start from to like ask for votes? But I'm still gonna do what I can in my own fan base. So, well, yeah, I would have preferred if it was, judged by a jury.
Interesting. Well, people do have to vote. Let me ask about Nollywood as a whole. I mean, the industry has grown. We've seen the big nominees on this year's, awards, from Seven Door to Lisa B to Ani Kolakbo, most of which are epic films. Most of which are epic films. Now, do you think this is where the industry is going? Do you think more Nigerians want to see more epic films than anything else? What do you think?
Honestly, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know what to say about that, to be honest. Because I, for one, am really into the whole epic. I'm not really into epic films. But yeah, if that's what we are getting, then I mean, we have to take it.
The last year, we've seen incredible films come out. Let me ask you, which one you really enjoyed? Was there a particular one you can't forget, a Nigerian film, maybe nominated or not, that you think has to win an award this year, or maybe should be recognized at least?
I don't know. I am a big fan of Akindele, and I was really expecting to see, Everybody Loves Jennifer on this, and I was quite, disappointed that she wasn't nominated for.
Interesting. Well, usually with awards, I guess there's a year between where these films could be up for nomination or not, and maybe it might have missed that by a few months. But we definitely wish you the best of luck. We know we'll be live at the AMVCAs, and whether you win or not, your content did go viral, so there's a lot of message in that. Iyo Prosper, a fantastic time having you on the show. Thank you so much for joining us again.
Thank you so much for having me.